We have a really fun office. We have a dog-friendly office, a lot of fun individuals, very open, very down-to-earth, very collaborative. Our office is really a fun place to work, and we bounce a lot of ideas off each other. We are a sort of hybrid workplace. Most of us are coming in a fair bit, but we also work from home. But we find that being in person really aids in the collaboration and generation of really great ideas. Mentorship is a very important piece to my own personal development in the industry as I've come up, and I really do try to give back and to mentor the younger folks that are coming up. Definitely when I was younger, just getting started in the industry, there were a few architects that were sort of my go-tos to get advice on my career path and the industry, and now being a little more established in my career, there are some younger college students and early young professionals that I do talk to and try to give good advice to, and it really goes both ways. It's mentoring up and down. Like, you can learn as well from the people earlier in their careers, and they're learning from us more established veterans as well. One of the key things I like to tell people is to really stay curious throughout your career, to really be inquisitive. And you don't know everything. When you're coming out of school, there's a lot of things that you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. But to really ask a lot of questions and to really be open to learning from others, and not even just others in architecture, but in all facets, like whether it's the contractors, whether it's your clients, the stakeholders. Really getting viewpoints and information from everybody is always what makes a really great project. So the curiosity that I just mentioned, that is a big piece of it. The desire to learn and be open to different opinions and different viewpoints, that makes a really strong kind of starting point for coming to a project. Certainly having, for me personally, I feel that having a drawing ability or sort of that type of a background is helpful, but you can bring a lot to this profession. You don't necessarily have to have a very defined set of skills, but just that design thinking and that curiosity, the desire to engage others and be collaborative is what is going to help you and your team create amazing work. Definitely really strong representational skills stand out when we're looking at portfolios. So being able to get your design ideas expressed in a strong way, representationally, graphically, that definitely stands out. And then in terms of your ability to describe your project and your work in a cohesive way, to explain your ideas, communicate your ideas graphically and written, that definitely sets people apart. Yeah, the importance of diversity. So that is really crucial within our firm, and I'm proud to say as a female architect, female principal, that over half of our firm is female. And we're really proud of that because we know that there is a gap between academia and practice as far as women in the workplace. So we're really proud of that fact. And then additionally, we're always seeking people with different backgrounds. We have, over the course of my time working in our firm, we've had people from international backgrounds, different ethnicities, different races. I mean, all of that really contributes to a very rich and diverse viewpoint coming into projects, and it just makes our work better. Yeah, the pandemic did have an effect on the way we work for sure. So we initially, pre-pandemic, were working 100% in the office, and then as we got into the pandemic, everyone was at home, and we actually found that we were able to be very productive working from home. And so having been forced to work from home for a while, then being able to go back, we now are finding that a hybrid way of working actually works quite well. And we're not being real dogmatic on how people are approaching that. We're letting each individual kind of decide what works for them. We're definitely encouraging people to come in, and most people are coming in at least 3 to 4 days a week. But it's definitely on a person-by-person basis, depending on what their particular needs are, their family situations, all of those things. But we're very open, very fluid, and yeah, it's really showed us that we can work from home pretty effectively, but we still need those moments where we're all together in the office, not only from a kind of work perspective, from getting really great design, but also for just the culture of the firm, and to actually be together physically is important still. Yeah, the change of technology definitely is always something we are trying to investigate and see how we're going to integrate those things. So as new technologies, new programs emerge, we're testing them out, seeing if it's something we want to integrate. So we're always very open to trying things and trying to find the next good thing, but we're not necessarily latching onto something and going head first. We're kind of just trying things, seeing what works, and then we'll move into what does actually work for us. Yeah, so the whole thing about specialization, our firm, we are a bit of generalists, so we're 20 people, and within the 20-person firm, we have folks that have a specific interest, let's say, in sustainability or in really diving deep into BIM, but we don't, at a 20-person firm, we don't necessarily have a role that's like, that's all you do. Everyone is working on projects as, designing, and we're wearing a lot of hats in our firm. So in our firm size, we're not necessarily getting into those like really, really ultra specialized types of roles. I think just trust yourself. That's kind of a thing that I've learned over time. I think starting out I had a lot of hesitancy about I don't know enough, I need to learn more, I don't have enough experience, I'm not old enough, all these things. And realizing that you can do it without knowing everything in the world, and you're always continually learning and just continuing to learn, continuing to bring in others to fill in those gaps where you need the help. I think that's a critical thing, just having that confidence.